Do you ever feel like you're in a group of people and you're the last one to be heard and you can't get your words out and everyone else seems to just talk all over you? Do you ever feel like you'd really love to say no, but can't find a way to say no? If you do, then this video is just for you. This is a little video to help you to become more assertive. How do we recognise an assertive person? Well, they're that person that is able to share their opinions clearly, confidently, and with conviction. In our friendship groups or in our classes, we're always going to have a group of people with different personalities. Some people are quieter, just generally. Some people are really full of energy and life and very loud. Doesn't mean that those louder people are necessarily the only people that can be assertive. So no matter what our personality type or what our natural way of being is, we can all be assertive when we need to be. There are different situations where we might want to be assertive. So it might just be with a group of friends and everything's going along fine. But there might be a time where something comes up and we really want to give our opinion. So maybe a friend says something that we don't agree with and we want to give our opinion on it. So in those moments, it's really important that we're able to assert ourselves. So if we're an assertive person, we generally have really strong body language. So shoulders back, head up, and making direct eye contact. That just shows someone that you're confident. Also kind of being quite still, because the more we move around and fidget, we look less confident. What we don't want to be is in someone's personal space, because that becomes threatening and aggressive, and that's not what we're looking for. We're also not looking forward to being too passive, because if we're quiet and our shoulders are rolled and we don't make eye contact, people don't think we really want to be heard. So let's just have a look at that. It's about our body language. Let's make sure our shoulders are back. Have a go yourself. Sit up, shoulders back, head up. And then if you're looking at someone, making sure you're making eye contact. As soon as my shoulders are back and my head's up, I feel more grounded and I feel more ready to say what I need to say. It also opens my lungs so that my voice can come out nice and clearly. So let's have a little practice with that. I want you to think of something that's really important to you, and then you practice doing it these 3 different ways, just like I'm going to do. It's a really good thing to do in your own bedroom when no one's watching, and then you just get a feel for it. So I'm going to start with, okay, I'm going to do my passive one first, where I'm not going to be very convincing. So shoulders are rolled, my head's down. I believe that everyone should become vegetarian because it's good for animals and it's good for the environment. Convincing? Maybe not. Or I could take the aggressive approach. Stop eating meat! It's bad for the environment! How dare you! Yeah, not sure I'm going to go with that. Feeling a bit threatened because that's aggressive body language. So let's remember what we're looking for is something in between. Shoulders back, head up, eye contact. I just think it's a really good idea to be vegetarian because it's really good for the environment and it's good for the animals. Why should we kill animals? So we're getting somewhere with our assertive pose. So try it out, think about things you care about and have a little go in your bedroom looking in a mirror maybe or something and just give it a practice. The more we do it, the better we get at it. I think the hardest time to be assertive is when we want to say no. It's really probably one of the most challenging things to do because someone else wants us to do something and we don't want to do it. So that's what we're going to look at now. How do we say no assertively? Saying no can be really difficult, especially when it's to someone that we really like. So in fact, when our best friend asks us to do something and we don't want to do it, that can be the hardest time to say no. But it's really important that we can say no. So I just want you to think about this scenario. You've worked really hard on a homework project and you are super proud of it. And your friend asks you, could you do mine for me? Well, of course you don't want to do their homework project for them. You've done your own and you're really pleased with it. But how do you say no without spoiling that friendship? First of all, we're going to start with what you shouldn't do. So here are some really important words to avoid when we're trying to be assertive and say no. Maybe, perhaps, what do you think? Could do? No. You start with no and you give your reason. I'd really like to do it for you, but I don't think I've got enough time. Don't do that. There's no way. You're giving them a way in. They could say, oh yeah, but you've got time later on after school. Why can't you do it then? You're really giving them time, and they're going to be able to apply more and more pressure on you. Maybe we could do it together after school today? Again, definite no. What if they come back, oh, but I don't have time after school today, but then if you've got time, you could do it for me. Come on, you are my best friend. You're still giving them a way in. You're still giving them room to push you a bit further. You're giving them mixed messages. You're not saying no to them. So this is what we need to do. No, I'm not doing your homework. Mine took me ages, and I really don't have time to do yours as well. Come on. So here, I've got my shoulders back. I'm being assertive, but I'm starting with no. I'm not giving them anywhere to go. I'm telling them no. I'm using a bit of humour because I'm not being really hard about it. I'm not in their face getting angry with them. But I'm also making it clear that it's a no and I don't have enough time and I've already put my effort in. And it really puts all the responsibility back on them. Why haven't they made the time? If they're not going to do their homework, that's really down to them. So all of us deserve to be heard and to be listened to. But sometimes not everyone knows that we want to be heard or want to be listened to. We have to show people through our own behaviour. And by being assertive, everyone is really clear that we want to be listened to. So next time you find yourself struggling for words, I want you just to think about it. Think about, do I want to be heard right now? If I do, then I'm going to need to show my body language and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it proudly. And if I want to say no, say no. Start with the no and give my reasons afterwards. Don't give someone a way in to say and change your mind.